based on my experience. If the clinician will do the claim form 4, eto lang, no? Case to case. The medical consultant will see it as an add-on. Okay? Hindi naman lahat, pero medyo marami sila. They think of this as a waste of time, it's a useless task. Okay? Wala hong commitment sa kanila. Okay? Then they will pass it to the resident. Stoy, halika, gawin mo ito. Okay? Now, ito, the training the residents, okay, they dump all the information on the CF4. Yun ang dilemma ngayon. Yung mga training hospital, okay, they will dump everything. So there's too many, okay? Too many information and it will lead to the delay. And dahil nga marami, okay, PhilHealth will also see some of the information as garbage. So at times there will be no payment. For the non-training residents, they will not take it seriously. Okay? Kasi nga nagmamadaling umuwi yan. Okay? So, both consultant and both the resident, sadly, most of the time, hindi sila trained for the CF4. So, yan yung lecture namin. It's mostly on the concept of CF4 and how to do the CF4. Again, that is the common experience that I have seen. Again, hindi naman lahat ganyan. In fairness, meron namang iba, maganda yung CF4 nila. So, for the non-clinician, it's going to be another challenge, no? The hospital hires a clerk as an encoder. So, the sad part, many of them are non-clinical people. So, they have no idea on what they're doing. So, trained by a non-trained clinician. Okay? It's like the blind leading the blind. Okay? And a lot of it are based on assumption. And there's no monitoring if they're doing it right. So what's happening in the claim form 4 is this. Ang dami hong hospital. The scenario is this, no? When the claim, the CF4 scenario is like this. When the claim is paid, the assumption of the hospital is that the claim form 4 is perfect. There is no problem. Okay? That may be a possibility, but most of the time, I tell my clients this. Okay? Most of the time, your claim was paid because they did not read your claim form 4. Okay? Because PhilHealth will prioritize again the top paid illness sa claim form 4. Babalik tayo doon. Ang priority nila is the top paid illnesses. So kung may claim form 4 ka at sinulat mo yung neurosurgery doon na ginawa ng 20 hours, or 15 hours, hindi yan binabasa. Okay? So, kasi ang priority is the top paid illnesses. Okay? It's the same concept sa post-audit. But, again, do not be complacent. Hindi ibig sabihin na binayaran yan at hindi naharang, okay na, magaling na yung encoder ninyo, or magaling na si Doc. Hindi yan ganun. Okay? Ibig sabihin, swerte kayo na bayaran. Okay? Wag lang mabunot ulit sa post-audit. So, eto po, the common issues in the claim form 4 encoder. We have the doctor's penmanship, okay? It affects the quota. The vital signs are inconsistent, okay? The doctor's documentation, there is no continuity. So, the laboratories are incomplete, the laboratory result is missing, the result does not match the final diagnosis. Okay, the name of the surgeon does not match. There's no indication of the surgery. Ito po yung mga common concerns ng mga CF4. Okay? Again, the CF4 content is incorrect, incomplete, and inconsistent. Magkakaproblema kayo. Okay? So, ito the same. Now, again, the bottom line here, the documentation is key. Okay? So, yan ang all about the claim form 4. Okay? Ang question ko, naintindihan ninyo ang claim form 4?